This bandana has been my favorite accessory for this late winter and now spring, and I'm excited to wear it this summer as well to help keep the sun off of my neck. I love it because it uses only 100 grams of yarn in any weight of yarn. I actually made another version this winter in a light, chunky alpaca, and now I have a spring-summer version in a cotton sport weight. In this video, I will give you all of the information needed to make your own version, including the materials needed as well as a step-by-step tutorial. If you prefer a written version, you can find that in the description box below. The materials I am using for this bandana are, of course, yarn. I am today going to be working with Bluesky Fibers Organic Cotton Sport in the colorway Caribbean. I thought this would make a beautiful fabric for a summer version of the bandana and a very unexpected color for me. The needles that I am using are a US size 6. This yarn recommends using needles between US 4 to US 6. I want this bandana to drape very nicely, so I'm going to use the higher end for a slightly looser gauge. So just be mindful of the weight of yarn you are using and what needles are recommended. I would recommend going on the higher or the thicker version needle for it. So to begin, we will be casting on 3 stitches using the long tail cast on method. I will quickly show you how to do it here, but as usual, I will post a video to the long tail cast on method that is just a little bit more clear and goes further in depth to the cast on. But we'll begin with just wrapping around 1. And we have 3 total stitches on the needle. To begin this pattern, there are 10 rows that are considered the setup rows. So I'll walk you through these 10 rows, and then beyond that, it'll be repeating the same 2 rows until we get to the largest point of the bandana. So for the first row, which will be considered our right side row, we're just going to knit the first 3 stitches. For the second row, we will then just purl the 3 stitches. And this is the wrong side. Row 3, which is the right side and also our first increase round, we're going to knit 1, make 1 left, and then knit to the end of the round. So I will knit 1, and then to make 1 left, I'm going to bring the needle from the back to the front, and I'm going to pick up this little ladder right here in the process. So back to front, I'm going to pick up that little ladder, and then I'm going to knit into the front stitch here. And so we've just increased it by 1 stitch, and then I'll knit to the end of the row. Now we're on row 4, which is a wrong side row. We're just going to purl to the end. We are on row 5, which is a right side row and also an increase row. So similar to row 3, we're going to knit 1, make 1 left, and then knit to the end of the round. So knit 1, make 1 left, and again it's bringing the needle from the back, picking up the ladder stitch here, and then knitting through the front of that. So we just increased another stitch and we're going to knit to the end of the round. Row 6, which is a wrong side, we're just going to purl to the end of the row. Row 7, which is a right side row and also an increase row, we're going to knit 3, make 1 left, and then knit 2. So knit 3, make 1 left, and then knit the last 2. Row 8, which is a wrong side row, you can probably guess we're just going to purl all the stitches. We're now on to row 9, which is a right side increase round, and this is where we're going to begin to introduce the edge that prevents the bandana from curling in on itself. Since it's a stockinette knit flat, it'll tend to roll in, and this decorative edge will help prevent that from happening, and it gives it a nice polished look as well. So what we'll do is we'll knit 2, purl 1, make 1 left, purl 1, knit 2. Knit 2, purl 1, make 1 left, purl 1, knit 2. We are now on the wrong side, and we're going to introduce that edge for the wrong side. What we'll do is knit 1, purl 1, knit 1, purl 1, knit 1, purl 1, and knit 1. And we have this nice little tail here. The next 2 rows will be the 2 rows that you'll continue to repeat until you get to the desired depth of the bandana or you run out of the first half of your yarn. The first row of this repeat is a right side row with an increase. And what we're going to do is we're going to knit 2, purl 1, make 1 left, knit to the last 3 stitches, purl 1, knit 2. So let's go ahead and do that. Knit 2, purl 1, make 1 left, knit to the last 3 stitches. So in this case, I'm just going to knit 1, and then we'll purl 1, and knit 2. Okay, the second round, or the second row, again, is a wrong side row. We'll never be increasing on the wrong side row. We're just increasing on the right side row. So for this row, it's a little different. We'll knit 1, purl 1, knit 1, purl to the last 3 stitches, knit 1, purl 1, knit 1. So knit 1, purl 1, knit 1, purl to the last 3 stitches. So in this case, I'm just purling 2. And we'll knit 1, purl 1, knit 1. So again, you will just continue these 2 rows until you get to the deepest point of the bandana that you desire, or you run out of the first half of your yarn. I've reached the point where I've used up almost my whole 50-gram skein. I have a little bit of yarn left here. I would recommend to have a little bit left over because you never know if the second 50-gram skein is going to be exactly the same as the first, and it really would be unfortunate to run out of yarn when you're almost at the very end. So yeah, here's how much I have left of that 50-gram skein, and I am happy with the length of the first half of the bandana. For reference, I will measure it if you want to achieve a similar size to mine. So unblocked, this is 25 inches wide, and I would say about 17, maybe 18 inches deep. So 25 inches wide, 18 inches deep. Now is when we begin the decreases, which is my favorite part because it feels like you're just knitting faster and faster with every row. And it's very simple too, very similar to the increase round. We are going to knit 2, purl 1, and then we'll knit 2 together. And then next we'll knit until 3 stitches left on the needle. All right, so I'm to the last 3 stitches on the right hand side. I'm going to purl 1 and knit 2. So purl 1 and knit 2. For the wrong side of the bandana, or the back side, whatever you want to call it, we're just going to treat it exactly as we did for the increase rounds. So we'll knit, purl, knit, purl to the last 3 stitches, and then knit, purl, knit. So I've reached the end of the wrong side row and I'm going to knit, purl, and knit. You will now continue to repeat these 2 steps until you have 7 stitches left on your needle. Apologies for the lighting change. It's a very cloudy day here today, but we'll get through it. So there are 7 stitches left on my needle, and the next row will be a right side row. And what we're going to do is knit, knit, purl, slip, slip, knit, knit, knit. We'll then have 6 stitches on the needle and we're going to purl all 6 of those stitches. We're on the right side row again and we're going to knit the first 2. Knit the next 2 together, and then knit the last 2. We have 5 stitches on the needle and we're on the wrong side. We're going to purl all 5 of those stitches. Okay, then we're going to knit the next 2, knit 2 together, knit 1, 4 stitches on the wrong side. We're going to purl all 4 of those stitches. Back on the right side, we're going to knit 1, knit 2 together, knit the last 1. We're going to purl the last 3 stitches. And then finally, we'll bind off the last 3 stitches. Cut the thread. Pull it through the last stitch. And there you go. We just finished the last edge of the bandana. You'll want to weave in the loose ends on either side and where you may have attached other yarn. And then, of course, you'll want to block the bandana to get a nice, crisp edge to it. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy these knitting tutorials, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, welcome. Please consider subscribing and you won't miss out on any future knitting tutorials that may be coming up. Bye!